Hello, it's Champ Games here once again, and today we are going to continue with the round system. And today we are going to add a function that will spawn either walkers or runners. So yeah, let's get started. First, we actually want to go to our enemy folder and to the zombie one and to the animations. And here we have this Locomotion blend space. We want to add some stuff to there, but what I did, we had this zombie walk animation, but I actually don't like this so much. So I adjusted it a little bit. And if you want to use it, go to the link in the description and download this zombie walk to FBX. Okay, and after that, you want to import to the game, and you want to select the skeleton that we are using, the zombie one skeleton. Import all. Okay. I'll show you the difference between this. So this is the new one. This is the first one. If you like the first one, you can use that, but I think this is, for me, much better. And later on, we are going to add some like adjustments to the zombie spawns, so the zombies doesn't always look exactly the same. So I think this animation is better for it. So I suggest you guys to use this. Okay. Now let's open the Locomotion. Now what we have here is, why is this not working? Okay, I don't care. This zombie walk, we want to change this to a zombie walk 2. Now, actually, we don't want to change that to zombie walk 2. We want to, yeah, zombie walk 2. And here, zombie walk 2 on the speed 40. And actually, we want to change this speed to 20 and this rate scale to 0.5125. This is like almost perfect for me for this animation. If you're using the zombie walk 1, this might not be exactly the same, but you can adjust them yourself. And now we want to add the next zombie walk 2 to here, to the speed 80, and rate scale should be around 2.05, like that. Now we cannot see. Okay, we can see. Here it's pretty slow. Here it goes quicker. Here it's like super quick. Okay, the next thing we want to do, we actually want to change this maximum axis value to 370. I think that was good for me. I like that value. You can make it whatever you want, but 370 for me. Or maybe like 375, but okay, 370 is good. Then we want to add the zombie running animation that we should have, and if you don't have this, you can download it from the Google Drive also. Now we have the zombie running. First, let's set the speed to 200, and zombie running this rate scale to 0.65. Okay. Now let's add one to the end, to the 370. Now the rate scale should be 1.2. Okay. Let's save, and now we can close this. Then we want to go to our enemy, PP enemy main. Let's actually change this character movement. Oh, what's happening here? Character movement max walking speed to 30. That's the base value now. Okay, compile and save. Close that, and now we can start by adding that function to the game mode zombies. So let's go here, and we are at the set attack speed. We can close this and go to the event graph. And now we want to add that function here that we talked about on the last episode. So let's create a new function, which should be called set walk slash run speed, like that. Now I will go back to the event graph and set it or add it to here in between this. So now we have here on the start round after this. Here set walk run speed. Now we can open it. Now we want to add few variables. First one should be type float and it should be called walk underscore speed. Now I want to duplicate this and call it run underscore speed. What happened? Okay, I will do it again. Run underscore speed. And so this is the walker speed and this is the runner speed. Okay. Now first thing we want to set this walking speed or the walker jumping speed. Now from here we want to get a clamp float like this, and we want to clamp this minimum value to 30 and this maximum value to 80. So these are the values that you don't have to do what I do now, but I will show you. These are the values that we set under the Locomotion, because this is the like range where these animations work. If I go to here, it starts to glitch because there is this space between. If you have animations that you can like fill this gap here, you can set that these ranges, like you can make this like bigger value if you want, but I don't have good animations. If I set this walking animation to here like 120 and the rate scale to 3, it looks like awful. It's too fast. So yeah, that's the reason why I set this to 30 and 80. And now from here we want to get a select, and it is this which is at the bottom, the select node. And then we actually want to get the round number once again, and in range integer like that, and we want to connect this return node to the index like that. Now we want to check if it's in range of 0 and 20 like that. And yeah, if it is, we want to multiply it by actually we want to change this pin to float single precision like that, and 2.5, that's a good value for me, and add. And what we want to add there is the number 30, which is the base value. I will show you. Oh, let's align this. And what I mean, or what I meant was now we are adding the base value, the like minimum walking speed, which is 30, to the round number. So if we have round 10, it should be 2.5 times 10, so it's 25. So plus 30 plus 25 is 55. So at round 10 we have walking speed of 55. Yeah, you can change this if you want, but this is like pretty good working for me. Yeah, and here at the false, so if it's bigger than 20, we want to set it to the 80, so it's the max value like that. And now I want to copy all this and paste it here. Is it like aligned? I think it's not. No, it's not. I will move a little bit further up. Okay, I don't care. It's okay. Now we want to set the run speed here. Get from there, connect to here. This. I want to connect this to the run speed. And now the run speed should be, for me, the minimum value is 200 and max is 370. So the values on the blend space where the run animations are. Okay, and this false, we should set it to the max, so want to check if it's in range of 0 and 30. Those are good. And we want to multiply by 6. Multiply by 6. And we want to add 190. So when we are at around 30, 30 times 6 is 180, and 180 plus 190 is 370. So when we are at around 370, 30, we have 370 running speed. And when we are, for example, in round 10, we have 6 times 10, so 60 plus 190, so 250. 250 is there. Okay, this is simple as that. Let's save, and now we can close that. The next thing we want to do, we actually, let me check. We want to go, okay, so now we want to go here, where is the spawn function. We want to move the spawn function a little bit further, right there. Now we want to create another function. It should be called set if walker plus runner or something like that. So this is the one that checks how many zombies are left, how many have spawned, how many runners have we spawned, how many runners are left, and stuff like that. So it checks if we want to spawn yet another runner. And I will align this a little bit. Okay, so it's here. Set if walker runner before the spawn. Okay, let's open it. And this one is going to be pretty, like, I don't know, this was super hard to do. It took me like, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. I don't know why. I usually know this stuff pretty well, but this was super hard. Okay, so now we want to create a new variable, which should be type integer, and it should be total runners in round, like that. Compile and save. Now we want to set it here. Let's leave a little space there, like always. And now what we want to do, we want to actually, now we want to get total zombies in round, this one. And we want to multiply it with, let's get the round number. Now we want to first divide the round number. Divide, like that. Now we want to divide it with 20. And we want to change this pin to float single precision, like that. And now what we want to do here is we want to actually we want this to float this node. Let's add that here. Now we want to multiply this. Multiply like that. Okay. And after this we want to round this to the closest number. So round like this, and connect it to there. Okay, now I will align this. Move them a little bit. Like that. Let's compile and save. So now we know, we check round number divided by 20. So if it's 10, it should be 0.5. So total zombies per round. If in round 10 it's like 35 or something like that, we divide it by, multiply it by 0.5. So on the round 10, we should have half of the number, half of the round, zombies should be runners. And at the round 20, all the zombies should be runners. And like increasingly from round 0 to 20, the number of, or the percentage of the runners should increase. Yep. And if you change this number to like 10, they will increase until the round 10, and 10 always, all the zombies will be runners after round 10, but I think that 20 is a good number. You can adjust it by changing this to whatever you want. Okay. The next thing, we want to add a little branch. And we want to check if the round number is less than like 3. So before on the first and second round there are no runners. Okay. So if it is, then we want to get our walk speed, and now we want to promote it to a variable from the true, and now this variable should be called zombie underscore max walk speed or something like that. So this is the one that we set to the zombie blueprint. So now, so if we are on at like first or second round, the zombies should always be runners, walkers. Okay, but if we're not, we want to get from the false and add another branch here, and here we want to check if our actually we want to create another variable first. Let's create a integer and call it runners underscore spot, and I will actually move it here under this one. Okay, and now we want to check if our runners spawned is less than our total runners in round. So this checks that if we yet haven't spawned all the runners, so if we have spawned 1 runner and we want to spawn 3 in the round, which we set here, that how much we want. If it is like smaller, then we goes to true and we will spawn more runners. Okay, and after that we want to actually add in another branch to here. Let's leave some space, and we want to connect this from the true here. And here we actually want to first get a random only random float in range, and we want to check if it's the minimum should be 0 and max 1, like that. Now we want to check if this is less equal, and we want to connect it there. And what we want to check is we want to get total runners in round. Check if this actually we want to minus from this and runners spawned. We want to total runners in round minus oh shit, minus runners spawned, and now total zombies in round minus same thing, zombies spawned. Okay, now we want to change this node pin to float double precision, like that. This to float double precision, also like that. Compile and save. Now we want to divide this value with this value. Yeah, and we want to check if that's less or equal this. Oh, sorry, my phone is ringing, or my alarm. And now what this does is this checks total runners. So if we have like 10 runners in this round and we have spawned 5, so this number would be 5. Now if we have like 20 zombies in the round and we have spawned 10, so this would be 10. Now this divides 5 by 10. Oh, what did I do? I didn't want to do that, but divides 5 by 10. So it should be 0.5. And now this checks, this gets some random value between these, so like 0.75, and it checks if that is less or equal to like that 0.5 that we just calculated. So it's not. When it's not, it will spawn a walker, but if this is like 0.3, it will spawn a runner. And every time it spawns runner, this runner value, like if it has spawned 1 and it's 10, so I cannot explain this, but this value changes. So after, if sometimes it basically checks, it has always the correct percentage for the, like every zombie has the exactly same like chance to be runner or walker. So there is like completely random how it spawns them. And also this does when we have like only 5 left and we have 5 to come. We have 5 runners left and 5 zombies left. So it should spawn only runners. Then this number is 1. And when that is 1, and this should always be less or equal. So it will always spawn runners. So basically this code works pretty well. It took me so much time to like do this. I don't know why, but I made it like 5 times and never it worked. But this one worked pretty nicely. So, okay, now after that we want to get the run speed. And we want to set zombie max walk speed. From the true we want to set it. Now we want to connect this run speed to there, like that. Now we want to set the zombie max walk speed here from the false also, but here we actually want to set it with the walk speed, like that. And also what we want to do, we want to get from here, from the false, and connect here to the bottom, to the other false. Now let's add some reroutes, like that. And like that maybe. Oh. Okay, that's cool. And after we have spawned a runner here, we want to get this runner spawned like that and increase, like increment, or what it is called, increment integer, like that. Want to do that. Now we can compile and save. Now I will check if you have something more to do. Okay, and now we can go to the blueprints folder and we want to find the pp enemy spawner and open it. And here at the spawn we want to add a new input, which should be type float, and the name should be like max walk run speed or something like that. It actually doesn't matter, but I did it like that. And now what we want to do here is we actually want to get from that this, want to get a character movement, get character movement like this. And from here we want to set max walk speed, like that. We want to set it here after that, after this attack speed. And now we want to get this value that we just, or this input that we just created, and connect it to here. Let's add some reroutes, like that, and like that. I will connect this to here, and that is a little bit too. Okay, now it's good. Okay, yeah, I think this part here is done. Now we can compile and save. Now what we have to do is we actually want to go back here to the spawn function. Now we want to, now we are at the gm underscore zombies and at the spawn function. And now we want to zombie max walk speed. We want this connected here, like that. And oh yeah, one more thing. We want to go to the event graph and to the check if round end. And here, after the zombie spawned and before the increased round, we want to set the runners spawn back to 0. Oh. Now, compile and save. So yeah, what else? Actually, not much. I think that's all. Now we can try if it works. Actually, first, so we can try, we want to go to the PP first person character and add some key input here to, or actually we can just, sorry, go to GM zombies and round number, and we can just change this to like 10. So let's see how it works. Now it should have like half of the zombies should be like walkers and half runners. Yeah, 1 runner, 2 runners, 3 runners, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count these. So like there's like here are like 1, 2, I think 7, 8. Okay, I will add some notes so we can check it. Let's add a tick and let's add a print string from here. Print string, and from here I want to get a I want to get a format text. No, I want to connect this to here, and here I want to make like runners spawned. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I will just check if this works. This and runners total and zombies total, for example. Okay, now we have 3 inputs here. I can add these runners spawned, connect it there. Total runners in round. Oh, not that. Total runners in round. That should go to the second one. And total zombies in round. Go there. And now at the round 10, oh, I want to change that to 0 because it's on the tick. It will work. Okay, now we can see all those things. Now we're at round 11. I want to go to round 10 because I know for sure that it should spawn half like walkers and half runners, and it should spawn 36 zombies and runners. You can see like 36 zombies, 18 total runners. And now we can start killing these, and we can check if the runner count like. Oh. Is spawning more to S, and like you can see, if you were thinking why all the zombies didn't spawn, there is the variable on the GM zombies at max zombies in level or something like that, and we have set it to 24, and this round's total zombies is 36, so it cannot spawn all zombies at the same time. So when we have 26 and we kill, when we have 24 and we kill one, it spawns another one until we don't have any left. So here you can also see that the system works pretty nicely. Now we have spawned all the runners, and the next zombies that spawn should be walker. Oh, okay. Actually, we don't have any more zombies spawning, but yeah, everything should work correctly. I will actually then change this round number to like 14, so it should be 15, really. Let's check it works. It should have like, yeah, it works. 54 zombies, 41 runners. And if we change it to 19, so, which is really 20, because here at the bottom we have that this increased round function. So it adds 1 to it. Now it should spawn all runners. So 72, 72. Yeah, everyone should be runner. And it works. And as you can see, the zombies get faster by the round, like because we added that code there. So yeah, they're pretty fast. Okay, everything works pretty nicely. Yeah, I think this was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of this series. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye.